Rabbit. So The Forgotten Rabbit is written by Nancy Furstinger and Nancy Lane. Who has seen a rabbit before?
In our backyard.
In your backyard? Was it a wild rabbit?
Well, I saw it in my front yard.
Oh, the front yard?
It looks like, it was like a brownish. It
was
looks like a wild one, yeah.
Like a wild rabbit out in your front yard? Okay. Who else has seen a rabbit? Has anyone else seen a rabbit? You can also raise your hand if you've seen a rabbit. You don't have. Yeah, it looks like Sophie's seen one. Okay. So looking at
I've seen a bunch of rabbits in my yard.
You've seen a bunch of rabbits in your yard, Molly? Okay. What do they look like?
Wild bunnies.
Like wild bunnies? Okay. Let's look at the cover of this book. What do you think the book is going to be about? What do you think the book is going to be about? What do you notice on the cover of the book? Sophie, is your hand up? No? Okay. What do you notice about this picture in front of you?
You guys are quiet this morning. What do you see there, Autumn?
A rabbit.
Yeah.
A rabbit? Okay. Where do you think the rabbit is?
In somewhere that's cold in a cage.
Cold in a cage. Okay. So maybe a rabbit is cold in a cage. What do you think the book is going to be about?
A rabbit getting lost.
A rabbit getting lost? Okay. All right. So what is it, before we move into the story, let's be reminded of what the word forgotten means. What does it mean to be forgotten? Yeah, Autumn.
It means like if you're in a party and you want to go with your friends somewhere, but they already left, that means forgotten. Like they forgot about you.
Okay, so they forgot about you if you wanted to go somewhere and maybe your friends don't remember to bring you along. Okay. And what does it mean to remember something? Autumn, your hand's up again. Yeah. What does it mean to remember?
Remember means if I'm like in a math test, I remember questions.
Okay, so if you're in a math test, the answers are there in your brain. You remember it. Okay. All right.
I see the socket in my sock. Oh, that's amazing.
The Forgotten Rabbit. I wasn't always forgotten. My mother remembered to give me a daily dose of love. She shared her love among my 8 brothers and sisters. When we were still babies, the farmer plucked us away from our cozy nest. He drove us to a strange place. All the children squealed and shrieked when they spotted us. I huddled together with my brothers and sisters. A family circled our cage. They poked their fingers through the wire to stroke my velvety ears. How do you think the little bunnies are feeling in this picture?
Scared.
Scared. How can you tell that they're scared? you tell that they might be scared?
Because there's so much people.
So there's so many people. Okay. How would you feel if you were a tiny little bunny in that pin right there? How might you feel? Yeah, Autumn. How do you think you might feel?
Worried about your mother and
Worried about?
that the guy took them away.
Okay. So maybe worried about my mom? Oops. Okay.
I would be scared if I was a little bunny.
You would be scared if you were a little bunny. Yeah. What time of year do you think it is here?
Easter.
Easter. How can you tell?
Because I see all the Easter bunnies and Easter eggs.
Easter
And
bunnies
a basket that has Easter eggs in it.
and the basket too, huh? The children cradled me all the way home. The boy and girl giggled when I hopped into a basket and cracked the colorful egg. They called me Bunny. At first, they petted and played with me. I jumped straight up and wiggled my ears, binking with joy. What does it mean to binky? Binking. Autumn, is your hand up?
Yes. Thinking.
What do you think it is?
Hopping.
Hopping, okay. Binking means hopping. So binking is this little move that rabbits do in the air when they're jumping around. They kind of twist their bodies in the air. It means that they're really, really happy. But as spring changed into summer, they left me in my cage longer and longer. Some days I never got out. When my cage started to smell, they put me in the backyard. I circled my cage while the children played and the trees turned the color of cranberries. Yeah, Autumn, your hand's up?
Why do rabbits' nose twitch?
Why do rabbits' nose twitch? Why do you think rabbits' nose twitches? What are your thoughts?
Because the grass is itching.
Maybe the grass is itching. Maybe they're smelling. Maybe that's how they smell. If you're looking at this picture right here, what's changed from this picture to this picture? Yeah, Autumn. What's changed?
The difference from that page to the other is the kids were having fun with the rabbit.
Right here.
Then now in this page they just left them alone. Left the little rabbit alone.
Left the little rabbit alone. Why do you think they may have left the rabbit alone?
So they can play.
So they can play.
And they forgot about the rabbit.
They forgot about the rabbit. Have you ever had something that you were really excited about at first? Like maybe a new toy, something to play with, or a new friend, and then it wasn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Like, what was that? Was that a toy for you, Autumn?
Yes.
What kind of toy was it?
Well, it wasn't a toy. It was my dog.
It was your dog? Tell me more about that.
Well, we got a new dog,
Mm-hmm.
and as think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3. And so when we got him, we were looking for another dog. And we went to someone's house, my dad's friend's house, and they had a German Shepherd. So, because they wanted to give it away because they didn't really want it. So then we got
Okay. Is that the dog sitting right behind you?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his
Taking
name?
a nap right now. Max.
His name is Max. He's taking a nap right now. So maybe when you first adopted Max, it was really, really exciting.
Yeah.
And then like maybe a couple weeks later, it wasn't as exciting.
Yeah,
But
because
Max,
he gets barking a lot whenever someone leaves.
he
So
barks a
he
lot.
has anxiety.
Ah,
So whenever we leave or one of us leave to go somewhere, he always barks like crazy. So we have to get him medicines. He doesn't.
yeah,
do a lot.
he has anxiety when you guys leave anywhere. Yeah. So does my dog. My dog also has anxiety. What else? Before we change the page, does anyone else have any ideas of what's changed from this picture to this picture? This picture. Autumn, you have one more thought?
Yeah, the seasons have changed.
The seasons have changed. Okay. So this season was,
The rabbit was all happy because it was that season.
so it's like Easter, kind of spring.
Yeah.
And then what season is this?
And then, oh, I think that kind of rabbit likes snow.
Okay. So this is kind of,
It feels the weather on the page where when the kids are outside. So it wants to be outside so they can play with the kids too and have fun. But instead, he has to stay in the cage.
yeah, so instead he has to stay in the cage where he can feel the weather, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not just play.
Not just play, right? Soon, snowflakes frosted my ears and whiskers. My water bottle froze, and I gnawed on the bars of my cage as my stomach rumbled. I curled up tight and tried to disappear. That night, I heard snow crunching. The gentle hands lifted me out. A girl wrapped me in a warm blanket. She whispered in my ear that the family had given me to her and that I would never be caged outside again. The girl laughed as I scampered around my big bunny pen. I periscoped on my back paws to watch while she tossed a sky-high salad. Soon I had a new name, Bella, which means beautiful. I also had a new friend, Rosalita. I stopped shaking and shivering when Rosalita stroked my fur. So what's the difference between this picture and this picture? Molly, what's the difference between this picture and this picture? Oh, you're on mute, honey. Molly, you're on mute. Oh, see if I can unmute you. Let's see. Okay, wait. I'm having a hard time unmuting you.
Yeah, it says ask to unmute. Do you have a little alert coming up, Molly? In your window? No? Do you have a space bar you can hit on your computer? Like the long skinny bar?
If you click the long skinny bar, it'll unmute you.
Or you have an iPad or something? The other
Yeah,
option,
it's an iPad.
you could type it in the chat. Do you know where the chat is?
No. Do you have is your dad near you? I can't unmute her from my end. I don't know why it's not
There, it
unmuting.
just says ask to unmute. I think it's like
Yeah.
permissions.
Okay. All right. Autumn, did you have an idea?
Mhm.
Yeah. So what's the difference between this picture and this picture?
Cause the bunny is inside, and I think because the bunny's inside and the bunny's having fun outside without nobody. In the other picture, he had nothing to do, so he was just sad. But then when they took him inside, he had so much stuff to do in his little cage.
Okay, so he has a lot of stuff to do
Yeah.
in his little cage here, and he didn't have a whole lot to do in this picture.
Yeah,
right?
because he has grown, and that cage was so tiny. But in another picture, it's like a big dog cage.
So it's a big dog cage compared to the tiny little cage he had outside.
Yeah.
He didn't have a whole lot to do in this picture. And look at all those activities that he can do in his cage. Yeah.
They could give him lettuce. He could do all these fun kind of things.
Yeah, so he's also eating lettuce and lots of healthy food. I see that Molly's back. Molly, did you want to add anything? What's the difference between this picture? You don't want to add anything? Okay.
And I just wanted to welcome Ryder and Violet. They just joined us too. They're sharing
Hello.
device together.
Hi. Okay. So to catch people up, we were noticing the differences between this page and this page. And we pointed out that the rabbit has a bigger cage in this page, but when he was outside in the tiny cage, he was cold, he had nothing to do. His water bottle is frozen, he didn't have any water. It doesn't look like he has much food in his little bowl, but when he gets rescued by Rosalita, she brings him a big pen for enough space for him to run around. He has a lot of things that he can do in his pen, a warm blanket and toys, and he's also being fed veggies, is what Autumn noticed. I stopped quaking and quivering when Rosalita coaxed me out of my hidey box. She showed me a special surprise, a rabbit jump. I followed my friend over the jump. Rosalita added more fun equipment so I could exercise my body and my brain. One day, Rosalita put me in my carrier. She spoke softly to me during the car ride. Then we followed signs to Hoppy Hour, where rabbits raced around courses. Soon it was my turn. I zigzagged around poles. I zoomed through tunnels. I zipped across the teeter-totter. I rocketed up and down a ramp. I torpedoed through the tire. I hopped over hurdles. Rosalita said I was a natural. I jumped far and high. I jumped for joy. I landed on the pause table. The judge gave me a ruby ribbon that matched my eyes. Rosalita gave me a banana treat. I chinned Rosalita. I wanted everyone to know she was mine. Rosalita promised to always remember me. She whispered in my ear that I am unforgettable. The end. How are the two feeling in this picture? How do you think they might be feeling? How do you think Rosalita is feeling and Bella might be? What do you think?
Go ahead, Ryder. I know you're something.
Can really hear it.
Yeah,
Not quite sure. You can say I'm not quite sure. I couldn't hear.
I'm not quite sure because we're like something's happening
Yeah.
right now, and
You said you couldn't really hear it.
I can't really hear it.
No worries, that's okay. Not a problem. Okay. How do you think the bunny feels or Bella feels in this picture? She just won a ribbon. What do you think her body language is telling us in the picture to the right? Oh, Katie said happy and proud in the chat. Happy and proud. Okay.
Do you think she's feeling love a little bit? Like she's
Love.
touching and kissing Rosalita there.
Chinned Rosalita. What does chinned mean? What do you think it means when it says she chinned Rosalita?
Mute off. Okay.
So maybe the bunny, let's see. I want everyone to know she was mine, said Katie, happy and excited. So looking back at the book, what are some responsibilities that we might have when caring for a bunny? What are some of the things that a bunny needs?
Food.
Food, okay. So let's go back to the page. Okay, so we have food. This is a good page to remember. So what does the bunny have? So we have food. What are some other things that a bunny might need?
Water.
Water, okay. So we have a nice big water bowl or a water attachment. What else do you notice? Sure.
Friends.
Friends, okay. So Rosalita is certainly the bunny's friend.
What else does she have?
Toys.
Toys, okay. So the bunny has toys. It looks like we have some balls, like a little paper towel insert that bunnies like to play with. Go ahead.
A bed.
A bed, okay. So we have like a soft little blankie that she might use for her bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other thoughts on what a bunny might need to be happy and healthy?
Love.
And love. Okay, so love. And who is giving her love in this picture?
That was
Rosalita.
Rosalita. Okay. So I'm gonna pass it on to Katie now, who's going to guide us in an activity.
I could do this. Oh, yeah, targets. I could do this.
Okay, I'm also from RedRover. Gonna share my screen.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
Okay.
So this picture, what do you notice about this picture? Where did we just see this picture? Autumn has some backgrounds going on. All right.
Okay. See lettuce.
You notice that there's lettuce. What else?
No, I'm not switching it. I like it.
Hearing some background conversations. Let's focus on the activity, friends. All right. So which of these do you think we should put into Bella's enclosure? Which of these do you think would be happy, healthy, and safe for Rosie? I mean, for Bella.
The blanket?
What does everyone think? Should we put the blanket in there? Give me a
Yeah.
thumbs up if you agree.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
What does everyone else think?
Yes.
Autumn. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Blanket. Okay, I see a thumbs up from Molly.
I think I see one from Ryder, but it's hard to see. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
What about this candy? Do you think we should put human candy in there?
No.
No? Okay. What about this litter box with hay in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What about these toys for the bunny?
Yeah.
toys?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What about some lettuce to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some fresh green veggies? And what about this wire?
No.
No? Everyone, why don't you think we should put the wire in there?
Because it would kill the bunny.
Okay, maybe it would kill the bunny. Maybe not be so good for the bunny.
Yeah.
So this is
Wouldn't be good at all.
what the bunnies, this is what Bella's enclosure looks like. So an enclosure is just another word for like an area, like a home that they live in. Let's look at what other real life bunny enclosures look like.
Ooh.
So pay attention to what you notice, the different things that are similar to Bella's enclosure that are in these real life bunny enclosures. What do you notice? What is this in the front?
It's bigger.
It's bigger. What are some of the things that you notice that are
There's a different kind of bed.
a different kind of bed? Oops. What is on the left side here? Here, let me see if I can get like a pointer. Nope, that's okay. Oh, here it is. What's on the left side over here?
A table.
A table, so something off the ground. Why do you think that's in a bunny enclosure?
I don't know.
A second level?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it to us go back?
Why do you think a bunny might like a second level? Bunnies have big back legs and they like to do what with their legs?
Jump.
Jump, hop. So having extra levels gives them space to hop and exercise up onto the other levels. What do you notice about this enclosure?
Wow. It's so pretty.
What's right here? What do you think this is?
A bed.
A bed. Might be kind of hard to see, but it's actually a tub with something inside it. What do you think is inside it? I'll skip to the next one so we can see. What do you think the bunny's in right here?
Like a tub full of hay.
A tub full of hay. Yeah, I noticed Tara just said in the chat, it's full of hay. Why do you think the bunny's sitting in a tub full of hay?
It reminds me of my cat, kind of.
Oh, is it the litter box?
Yeah. So bunnies have litter boxes just like cats, but they're a little bit different than cats' litter boxes. They like to sit on their hay and munch on their hay while they go to the bathroom. So it helps them. The hay is really good for their tummies, so they can munch on their hay and just sit right there while they're go potty and eat at the same time. It's important to keep the litter box clean though, so that they always have fresh, clean hay to eat. What else do you notice in this enclosure? What's this down here?
I see a paper towel tube.
Paper towel tube.
Why do you think that's there?
Why do you think the paper towel tube is there, friends? You can look at the other things that are near it, like this thing hanging.
Toys?
Toys, yeah. They make really good, safe toys because bunnies like to chew and push them around. If you stack them up, like stand them up, they like to just go over and knock them down. They're fun, safe, and easy. Okay, so we are going to go meet my real life bunnies now. So I will be right back, and I'm gonna switch to my phone. I'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm so excited. I've always wanted a bunny, but I've never had the right home for a bunny.
Well, now you'll get to see how Katie has her bunny enclosure and how she makes it work
That's cool.
in her home.
That's awesome. I don't think I could have a bunny right now because of this friend.
Okay.
I would be a little too excited at the moment.
That's how my dog would be too.
Yeah.
All right, friends, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I am standing in my bunny enclosure and I'm gonna turn the thing around. Tell me what you notice in my bunny enclosure.
Wow.
What do you notice?
Oh, I see a bunny.
You noticed a bunny?
Oh.
This is Tanuki. What is this? What are these things right here?
Oh, they seem to like those.
They aren't huge on playing with their toys, but sometimes they'll like to toss them around a little bit.
Look at how much space they have in there.
Yeah, they have a lot of space.
Awesome.
They have this box that they like to hide inside and chew on, and they like to hop up on it and sunbathe in the window here. They have really soft blankets so that they're soft on their feet, because the wire cages that some people put them in are really rough on their feet. So soft, nice soft blankies feel good for the bunny's feet. They have food bowl, water bowls.
Aw.
They have this little fun thing for them to play with. They have a litter box with lots of hay. They actually have 2 litter boxes just in case they want their own space.
Wow.
This is Rosie. So this is Rosie. She's my bunny that I've had for about a year or 2 years now. She was my first bunny. She was what we call a foster fail. I was taking care of her just for a little bit, and then I decided to adopt her. And this little guy is Tanuki. We rescued him from a park back in January. Somebody left him in a park.
That's sad.
Yeah, but now he is living his best life.
He's really lucky. I noticed that where he is right now, it looks like it's like my dog Kirby has a dog crate like that. And is that what he's in right now? Is that like where they go at night or sometimes?
Yeah, so we originally got this dog crate because we actually do have a dog. And we didn't know how the dog would act around the bunnies.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about how you weren't so sure if your dogs would get along with the bunnies.
Yes.
We have a cat. And so we got this dog crate so that at night when we weren't watching, we could put Rosie in there just to make sure she was safe.
Smart.
But now we know that the pets all get along after carefully watching them for a long time. So now we feel safe just leaving them in this enclosure.
That's so wonderful.
And now they just like to, sometimes we have to put Rosie in there at night so that this little guy doesn't eat all her food. So we put her in there, lock her in there with her veggies. We make sure she has water and food. That way she has enough time to eat all her veggies without the young little boy trying to steal all her food. And this is her little Lovey. She likes to sit and groom her little Lovey bunny. Let's see if she does it. Friends, what do you notice about the way I'm petting or the way I'm interacting with Rosie?
I'm gonna go back to the house. I got it.
I'm noticing how soft you're petting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm petting her very softly, gently.
And like her ears go down when you pet her.
Yeah, she gets really, but when they're relaxed, bunnies' ears lay back. And when they stand up straight like that, that means that they're very much more alert. They're listening for if there's any danger. But when they're down, that means that they're relaxed. Sometimes it can mean that they're a little scared, but right now it means that she's just happy, relaxed.
She's kind of closing her eyes like my cat does too.
Yes, she loves getting petted. She could just let you pet her all day like this. It's her favorite thing. Her head and her ears. Sometimes she likes her cheeks scratched softly. And then little Tanuki over here, he's much more concerned about food. He just is always looking where his next meal is, wondering when he's gonna get more hay. So he's sitting in there munching on his hay.
What are some of Tanuki's favorite snacks?
Oh, they are both crazy for bananas. Bananas are actually one of any bunny's favorite snacks. Pretty much any bunny, if you offer them a banana, they'll go crazy for it.
Really?
But it's kind of like candy for a bunny. So you can only give them like a little tiny piece of it, probably like this big of a piece, or else it could hurt their tummies. But they love anything sweet. So fresh fruits are healthy for them, but only in small quantities.
I didn't know that. I thought just monkeys like bananas.
Yeah, I know. It's funny that everyone associates bananas with monkeys, but in reality, it should be with bunnies.
Do you guys have any questions about her bunnies?
Yeah, what questions might you have for me?
She is so cute.
Sometimes she gives kisses. She's giving kisses to my hand right now. She's trying to tell me to pet her. She's like, excuse me, we weren't done.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming today and doing and reading to us and introducing us to your bunnies. I know we had a lot of fun, right, guys? Did you have fun? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Guys.
Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.
Yep. Yeah.
All
Awesome.
right. Bye, everyone. We'll see you later.